Okay, what's good, what's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy Emmanuel. Welcome back again to the channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Emmanuel. I do a bunch of album reviews, countdowns, stuff like this, so definitely check out the other content if you are new. Okay, so the industry is busy. Okay, everybody is dropping albums, everyone's rolling out projects. The album culture, I've said that before, the album culture since last year, man, crazy. Okay, crazy. Everyone actually prioritizing albums recently and projects and putting out bodies of work, you know, something to flex the skill, to show the variety, to tell a story, you know what I mean, like dance. And I love it. I love to see it. Okay, you guys have to bear with me. There's a lot to be covered, and trust me, I'm trying my best to get to every one of them. So yes, we are here. Fireboy, man, Fireboy DML, sophomore album, Apollo. Let's freaking go. Okay, just coming off of his major classic. Okay, it's an absolute classic, certified classic on my standards at least. Laughter, tears, and goosebumps. An amazing projects that if you were on this channel, we got to experience that together, and man, it was such a moment. I feel like going back to that, to the beginning of just hearing that album for the first time, you know what I mean? And we're about to experience another one. Sophomore projects are usually like what really makes or break an artist in terms of like the consistency. Are we going to raise the bar up for Fireboy DML, or is he going to fall victim of his own success in terms of not really meeting the standard that he has already set up for himself? We're definitely going to explore that. We're going to explore the angles it's coming with. We're going to explore the messages, the sentiments it's trying to cross over. And if you're not too familiar with Fireboy, somehow an amazing Afro-pop R&B artist that has been coming out in recent years, signed to Olamide's YBNL, and now we've seen that joint venture of YBNL and Empire, so we're seeing them on an international stage right now. Fireboy obviously using this album as a way to break into other markets, obviously going to leverage the relationship with Empire. We will see how much of that is going to influence his sound, influence his direction for this album. His debut project was a solo project, completely solo in the sense that this man had no features. Okay, so obviously on this one, a different direction. We're seeing features here like Olamide, we're seeing Dsmoke, and if you're not familiar with Dsmoke was the rapper that won I forget the name of that show on Netflix. It's a rhythm and rap. So shout out to Dsmoke. I'm a huge fan of Dsmoke as well. The legend Wande is also present here. I'm still looking forward to that collaboration. Of course, and Olamide, of course, is here himself. But yes, without any further ado, guys, I am hyped. Let's get into this one. Apollo. Okay, let's go. This is Champion. Really, Makula, yo.
I'm the best my generation ever seen. Never since. I never miss. Beginning everything.
Yes, I never miss, man.
To the many places that I've never been. Remember this. I'm a king. I'm a legend in the making. I'm a champion. Remember this.
Wow, this is for World Cup or something, man. Dsmoke.
I be finding silver lining where the mother said I need. When you see me, just know you looking at a motherfucking champion.
Okay, champion. I'm a motherfucking champion. Hey,
I'm a king.
God.
I'm a legend, I'm the average boy from the average street. With an empty pocket on the back.
Direction. Leave us a ballad, bro.
I stand up. You not get anything when you want to. Oh, I'm a champion.
Come on. Ooh. This is cinematic, man.
I'm a legend, I'm a champion.
Give them those runs. Let's go. I'm a motherfucking champion. Yes. Whew. Hey, that's an intro, though. That's an intro. This man woke us up. Okay. That was awesome. That was an amazing intro. Champion, it just reminded me of that champion energy that you see in many songs, like Chris Brown and Chip have done it. There's so many songs that like give you this champion mentality that gives you in that mode. Almost you can relate it to any sporting event. That's why I'm always, immediately I heard this, I was saying, yeah, this is a World Cup song almost, man. It's like a victory lap. It's just reiterating the fact that he's a winner, that he's the best amongst his peers, and honestly, like honestly, he has shown a lot to back that up. Okay, and Dsmoke coming in, honestly expecting like a rapidy rap Dsmoke. I didn't expect Dsmoke to come with that rap singing approach, linking back and forth. It's a good look for both of them, honestly. I didn't even check, but I'm sure Dsmoke is supported by Empire. That's why they're making that collaboration here. And if let me check even, yeah, he's in Empire. Yeah, he's in Empire. Makes sense. Both labels like sharing the same labels makes sense, right? And it's a good look for both of them regardless. That was a solid intro, man. That was a solid intro. Let's get to the one with the GOAT. The GOAT. Sorry, man. Anyways, this is Spell with Wande Cole. Hey, let's go.
Almost say, I almost thought, but I don't know how you do it.
Hey, okay.
You put the spell on me. I don't know.
This is Wande Cole. This is Wande Cole post Escaba. You know what I mean? You know? Post Escaba, Wande Cole is here. He's here for this beat. Let's go. Hey. Is anyone else hearing this 80s delivery? Almost like it's a funk record, but it reminds me of Michael Jackson's "Don't Stop Till You Get Enough." It almost has that, like that kind of delivery. Am I just here? Is it just me? Okay. What are those drums, man? Yo, this is another party scatter, man. One day come and destroy this place.
Call you since you no pick up. And I know say we go meet so one day for. You don't trust me, hypnotize.
I knew it.
I don't know how you do it. You put a spell on me.
I knew it. When these two will come together, it will be a falsetto off. You know what I mean? They're trying to flex who can reach those notes. Can you hear that?
You don't trust me, hypnotize me. I don't know how you do it. You put a spell on me.
Hey. Oh man, Nigerian music don't go, man. Hey. This is good. This is good stuff right here, man. This is good. This is so one day. This is so one day of today, man. Hey, flex, man. I want to hear those drums, man. Let's go. Rudy Bakula, yo, again. Fields. Let's give credits to Fields, man. So far, the production already 2 tracks in. I am hearing the intention. Fields and Fireboy, don't stop making magic together, man. Don't stop. Like, it's amazing what these two do together. One day came, okay, with those falsettos, those high pitched falsettos. Him and Fireboy were flat. As soon as I saw Fireboy hit those notes, you put the spell on. Sorry, I'm still taking my class. You put the spell on me. I tried. Give me small credits, okay? Clap. Anyways, but seriously, as soon as I heard Fireboy hit that note, I was like, yes, one day it's coming there to come and teach him. You know what I mean? It's come and, friendly competition. You can see how they were like trying to outsing each other at certain points. I don't know if it was them trying to harmonize, but you can almost try to see that competition, that friendly competition here. It almost reminds me of Wande and Wiz when they had a record, man. 3 minutes, I was honestly expecting for them to go back and forth with each other. I was expecting a little bit more like collaboration there. One person calls off the other person's name, do you know what I mean? You know that classic collaboration when 2 giants meet and they always make it a whole point, one day name drops this guy, Fireboy name drops this guy. Almost that, that collaboration energy. I was hoping to see a little bit more of that. But it was still nonetheless a good solid 2 minutes and 53 seconds. But I was still expecting a little bit more, just a little bit more Wande, a little bit more Fireboy going head to head on the song. But yeah, it's still a solid, very addictive hook on there. You're definitely singing along. That melody is stuck in your head. It's there. It's solid delivery too, man. So far, this album is making so much sense. Next track we already know, for the sake of time we will skip. Again, we're getting the picture of the album so far, so I'm going to listen to it. If you haven't seen my early reaction, my first reaction to that, I'll put a card there, so you go check that out. Next track is Tattoo. Again, go check out my review on that one, my reaction on that one. We're going to move quickly here. There's a lot more albums to cover, so don't mind me. Alright. Next track, favorite song. Okay, let's share this one for the first time. No, it's taking us to the 80s, giving us that funk. Damn. Okay. Woo. Okay. I see what he's doing here. Fireboy, you get sense. Let's go. Nice. Diversify your soundscape, man. Let's go. Hey. I want some of the electric slide to this, you know? This is mature music, man. Those trumpets, man. Okay. This man took us to 2012 immediately. The dubstep phase. Let's go. Okay. That was an interesting ending. Nonetheless. But man, hey, Fireboy, I see what you're doing. I see it. We see through it. This man is trying to position himself, man. He's trying to position himself. First off, we notice the instrumentation here immediately. Soundscape for your mommy and daddies, but back to the 80s. So obviously coming in with this 80s disco feel to it, and you know mommy and daddies love disco, so he's obviously tying into that, like that market, and it's honestly a beautiful direction that he took here. Obviously trying to flex that and show his range as an artist, that he just doesn't cater to the Afro sound. Again, we talked about Empire, okay? Remember I was saying that Empire might influence some of the direction on this album, and we can clearly see one instance of that. And I'm not mad at it. It honestly sounds like he delivered it so well. And shout out to Faves, okay? For obviously showing he has the range. This man has done everything from gospel to Ibile to R&B and soul and everything. Faves is the producer for that. And honestly, I am such a big fan of the song. I love the direction of the song. The dubstep at the end kind of threw me off a little bit, I won't lie. New York City, again, one of my favorites out of the album. In retrospect, they actually dropped a lot of singles. A friend of mine actually, Tenny, shout out to Tenny, she actually told me that she avoided all his singles just to experience the album in one play. And I'm going through the album now, and I've been interrupted by songs that I already know. But now I'm envious of her right now, man, because fam, I want to experience the song without even skipping anything. And it sucks that I have to skip such an amazing song like New York City Girl. But yes, we're going to skip it real quick. Shout out to you, Tenny, man. I'm sure you enjoyed this album more than I did. Now we're going lifestyle. Slightly Afro house kind of taste to it, okay?
Ever since I got my first hit song, getting jealous. Silly ass broke ass niggas.
Yeah?
But I know they think I miss my life.
Oh, okay. I see. It's like early 2000s Two-Face kind of beat. Okay, I'm not mad at that song. Definitely my least favorite so far. But not to say it's terrible listening. It just felt bare bones. Just felt like not too much attention to detail on that one. It felt more loose, more relaxed. The instrumentation just felt dumke. You can hear that dumke. It's just, I won't say lazy. Lazy is not the right term. Just bare bones for me. But obviously you can see the narrative of the song talking about the lifestyle that he's living right now, ever since becoming famous. Again, we're getting that direction, that evolution of the artist, and he's trying to take us on that journey with him, and almost seeing his glow up and understand the stages that he has to go through as a famous public figure now. There's certain things that he wouldn't be doing like he used to be doing when he was just a regular guy. And it's telling us that how he doesn't tattoo those things anymore. It's telling us how he's moved away. And it's kind of bringing us along with his journey in one way, letting us know that he's coming up, and obviously he recognizes that his life is changing. It's always nice when an artist tries to make some messages very personal and actually trying to bring their fans along with them. Down to sonically, I don't think it was the most, like, not much detail on that front, but not a terrible listen nonetheless. That was Lifestyle. Next track, Airplane Mode. For some reason, the keys, the intro just give me like a church vibe. It give me like a gospel vibe. Come on, can you hear those?
When the problem goes, life comes with another one. But I'm a girl.
Oh, tell
But
them.
sometimes it be like say I want my own. I just wanna be alone.
Just wants to be alone.
I wanna see no message on my phone. Nothing there.
He's following up with the lifestyle.
So much beef when I no be malam. Na go
Hello.
de Cresta coco de tales na jara.
Hey. Grace now Coco Talents Najara. That's a strong word, my guy. Preach, let them know.
I just wanna be alone.
This is a more intentional messaging, you know what I mean? Rather than lifestyle. Like, makes sense, man. That's relatable, man. That's relatable. Makes sense, man. It makes sense. Like, it ties down to the message of lifestyle, talking about his new lifestyle and how he's welcoming it and how he's like taking it in, and then getting into airplane mode again, trying to tie in that same message, and pretty much speaking on how like his phone blowing up, a lot of messages. So sometimes just doesn't want any messages on his phone. He just doesn't want any wahala with love, with money, with people putting him up against another person, comparisons here and there, all those things. And I can only imagine someone in the public eye or someone in his status as he has earned so far. I definitely get the message, and the melody of the song is sweet as well. The bridge, the arrangement of it is just so well done. It sounds like a very Fireboy pocket that he is in, and that Afro R&B kind of delivery that he knows how to do so well now. Beautiful production that is helping to capture his emotions behind it. It just sounds like he's just stressed and tired, like, and that's why he's like almost pleading, like, yo, sometimes I just need to put my phone on airplane mode, man. LOL, I was just thinking Brenna's album, it was a 23, 24 now would be Kobe. Is it? Let's find out. Those Scottish pipes.
24 years and nothing done changed. I wish I could feel your pain, but like you know, feel to be the same. You are such a fool. How you gonna do this all for love? Nothing will fit to. The damage has been done. You go there, okay, you go there, right.
Okay, I was so, that really pulled me in. I was coming out expecting more. I didn't even know where that song ended. That was very emotional, and the delivery on that was very powerful. Almost, it felt like a trance, man. That song felt like a trance. Obviously just sounds like a song to his ex. I don't know, I'm trying to decode this, but it just sounds like the lyrics are telling us about his experience with his ex. People don't change, the damage has been done. All the sentiment sounds like an interlude for his ex or someone that has broken his heart. The level of intimacy on that song is so high, it just sucks you in, and you don't even know when the track is going to end. Like, it just, wow, amazing delivery there. Atmosphere as well, top notch. Again, feels very aggressive with his tagging. The guy that tag his name anywhere, anyhow. Sometimes it might put you in this very trance-like atmosphere, and you're expecting peace, calm, sobriety, everything nice, and it feels like you're in the middle of an ocean. And then from nowhere, you just hear read Makula. Yo, I'm like, bruh, we get it. You made the beat, you're a genius. We know.
You left my messages unread, too busy loving.
Again, an acoustic song. Let's go. Man, the feels.
Am I only a dreamer?
Sing it, boy. Let's go. Cheers. Fireboy does this again, man. Goodness. I wish you guys could see this, man. Okay, I didn't see that coming. Damn. Alright, let's go. Where did they find this boy? Oh, man. What? This man is doing his homework, man. He's doing his homework. What? 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 You don't hear that modulation? Bro, man. The emotions, okay? He puts you in that position with him, man. He just knows how to do it. He just knows how to, man. This guy is a freaking singer, man. This is so good. This is so good. I'm just so happy, man, that like we're making music like this. Music like this coming out of Nigeria, man. That's dope. That's dope, honestly. And so far, I'm seeing all those transitions, bro. Down from airplane mode to 24 to Dreamer. Oof. Trance, okay? Trance. I'm in trances. This man is putting me in circumstances. There's some circumstances that I don't want to be in. I'm not an emotional guy. I know they cry too much, but when I hear Fireboy, now waiting, man. This guy's always getting me in my This is Afar.
I just go JJ in my zone. I want
Gotta harmonize that, man.
Take them, they love me from afar.
Okay.
Don't come close, that's what the chopper says.
Obviously, this song is coming in from a back the hell up away from me type energy, okay? Obviously, talking about in reference again, his lifestyle, his position as a bigger name and public figure. Obviously, he has more haters now. He has more enemies. That's what he's trying to say. And it's becoming like a theme of this particular album so far. Other than the love aspect that we've seen on many tracks and the sensual records, don't get me wrong. But the theme that we've been seeing ever since Lifestyle and then to Airplane Mode. But yeah, we're hearing that theme. We're hearing that message being reiterated. Afar is another record that touches on that. Olamide definitely coming there with a verse that ties into the narrative of the song. But yeah, interesting delivery on Olamide's front. Obviously, I've had more exciting verses from him. I've heard more exciting records. This song doesn't stand out too much for me as an Olamide feature. Not necessarily my favorite listen so far, but again, I think it's getting a message across here. That was Afar featuring Olamide. Next track, Go Away.
What should I do if you don't feel the same? I'm losing patience.
That bass line, man. Woo. I hear that bass line.
Okay, but I'm catching feelings. That's why I've been hiding it since.
Again, a heartbreak song, but the tempo, the energy so far just seemed a little bit redundant, and it just felt okay. I was expecting like a little bit of a higher like energy at this point of the album. So far it's a one listen experience I'm gauging here. It makes sense, like he has variety, he has his moments, but I'm talking about energy now and tempo and feel of a song. The energy is getting a little bit like more redundant in some sense, like you're getting the fatigue of like his emotions so far. Now I'm starting to get a little bit of fatigue here. I'm hoping more songs that have a little bit more energy, a little bit of direction. Shake up the album so far. We're in track 12 now. So far it's been a good listen overall, very emotional, but that fatigue of emotions is coming in and setting in at some point. It's a lengthy album, 17 tracks. You need some sense of fluctuation, but not too much, just to get the album listener a little bit more engaged, and I'm getting the fatigue at this point. But yeah, that's just how I'm feeling right now about the song. But is the energy changing in Sade? Let's find out. I know the energy has to. It has to. Yep, I knew it. It just had to be. It just had to be. Or else the album felt somehow. Wow, to that track, I appreciate the switch up in energy, but again, the track just feels lazy. It feels bare bones. On this one, it's an average. I don't know. I don't want to say cookie cutter. It doesn't seem so infectious, and I don't feel that much connectivity that I felt on many Fireboy love songs. The emotion behind it wasn't really there. It didn't feel passionate. It didn't feel intentional. It just didn't land well on this one. Track 14, Friday Feeling.
It's a Friday feeling. We don't need a reason. I see, baby, you, it's no time. All we have is now. You and I, your hands on mine. Party all night. Friday.
I didn't like that one at all, man. Just felt like it's an album filler. It's just a record that was just not there, man. It felt very dated. It felt just felt really cheesy, very cheesy. This is the most cheesy I've ever seen Fireboy. You would have to expect that some songs don't deserve to be here, and then this just one of them. Obviously trying to imitate that Friday feeling, get out tonight party. It just feels very cheesy and corny, man. Like track 15, God Only Knows.
God only knows if I ever see you again. God only knows.
I love this. This is sweet. Nice. Feels very tropical. Very Lion King. Hey, are you in that background? Hey. Damn, harmony on top of another level, man. Let's go. Let's go. Now we're back. Damn. Atmosphere. One word, atmosphere, man. Literally putting you in a particular spot. Almost angelic, man. That angelic background felt a bit larger than life kind of atmosphere that you can get from the beats. Like the hums at the back, the harmony, the pace, the cadence of his delivery, man. Like this guy, this is a top record. This is a sick record, okay? This is one that definitely lands, connects, again, intimate as possible, okay? As intimate as Fireboy can go. It felt like a closing of the curtains in a bit. It felt like the album was about to like wrap up, and that was it. It felt like a solid outro. I don't know how it can top that. I don't know how it can finish. Now the arrangement of the album is starting to look a little bit funky. Honestly, I'm kind of scared about the outcome of this album a little bit, and I'll talk about it at the end. But let's check out the last two records, Sound and Remember Me, okay?
I just realize when I come around, I want to play the sound. I just feel alive. Up the guitar, sweet bass shit. I know feel the night.
Okay, pen game, let's go.
The sound is taking me far away. And when I hear the sound,
Nice.
I just want the girls to dance and wine as we shake palm wine. Again, I'm feeling something inside of me.
Okay, that was interesting. I have some beefs. I have some issues with the arrangement towards the second half, the latter end of the album. This particular song, it did something but not much. Like, it didn't really serve the album well. And I'll give my perspective as to why. At this point in the album, you'd expect some sense of conclusion to the album. But this doesn't give me that. Yeah, I was getting more of a conclusion from the previous song, God Only Knows. But yes, let's find out how it actually concludes the album, okay? Last track, Remember Me. Alright, that was the Fireboy Apollo album. Okay, last track, Remember Me. Remember Me, obviously a song talking about when he passes, that the memories and the songs and melodies and happiness that he has transmitted through his songs will be the way we remember him. And I've always said this about artists, I've always said this about creatives, any form of creative. You live through your art. You live through your art once you're passing, and you're almost immortal because of that. And one might think, oh, maybe it's too early, like this guy is only like 24, like he's young, but death is real. It can literally happen to anyone at any time, unfortunately. So this is a sentiment that obviously we need to cherish people that are in our lives right now and make sure we make the best out of the short period of time that we're here. Now, with that being said, sonically I felt the EDM drop and everything, all that just felt really cheesy to me. It just felt really dated and predictable and just not that exciting. At this point of the album, some element of authenticity that both Fields and Fireboy had when they came together kind of like faded away, and that was part of my biggest beefs with this album towards the end, man. Obviously, starting the album very, very strong with Champion and Dsmoke, fire intro, spelled with Wande, fire track. And then the rest of the tracks that we know, very intentional, very strong. And we get to track 11 that brings in some level of fatigue emotionally. just in terms of excitement, not necessarily as engaging as you would hope a Fireboy album would be. When it comes to making an album, very engaging what he did on LTG, but I didn't feel like I was completely engaged into this album. Definitely losing interest in certain points of the album, losing the excitement, losing the connection, and something's just not resonating as you would hope to. I was getting moments like that from Afar, then Go Away, then Sade, then Friday Feeling. Now God Only Knows is an amazing song that honestly felt like a perfect closer. How that is not a closer is beyond me. How that the atmosphere, the energy that song brought just warranted nothing after. Nothing needs to be played after that. Like, that's how you end an album, that atmosphere. But we're getting 2 more tracks that just didn't really serve the album well. It felt like he had a quota to meet or something to have 17 tracks, because there was a lot of fat to be trimmed away from this album. There was an interesting moment in Favorite Song. Again, I'm glad we got to see him in another light. And that disco bounce was definitely executed well. I felt like on this album, the entire narrative, message-wise, you could hear him get defensive for the position that he is in as a public figure. This album was pointing to that with songs like Lifestyle, talking about his new lifestyle, Airplane Mode, Afar, again, another hater record. Now, sound-wise, I don't think it was a very Nigerian pop-friendly album. I don't think there were so many records that spoke to Nigerian music now. But overall, this album struck me as a slump from the previous work. Again, it's LTG. Almost like any album after that would somehow disappoint, but I was kind of hoping for a little bit better. I was hoping for a lot more stronger effort from Fireboy, especially when it comes to packaging the album and like putting together the album. A lot more trimming could have been done on this album, but 17 tracks just felt too bloated, just not consistent with what we've seen from LTG. And I hate to compare him to his best work, but we're always going to. My least favorite songs that didn't really strike me: Sade, a very boring listen, no excitement whatsoever. Afar is another one. The subject matter, just the entire feel and delivery of the song just lacked in some sense, okay? Friday Feeling, I think, might be the worst song here. Honestly, I wouldn't expect something like this to make a Fireboy album. It didn't really need to be here. Now, my absolute favorite on the entire album, but New York City Girl is my absolute favorite. And then Spell was a banger. God Only Knows is an absolute gem. 24 Interlude, fire, okay? Flames. And my last favorite one would be Champion, okay? Solid intro. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this one. Now, my final rating for this one, Fireboy DML. Let me know in the comment section how you guys feel about this one. Again, if you're new to this channel, my name is Emmanuel. I do a bunch of album reviews. I have Adekunle Gold coming up. I have Remy Baggins coming up. I have a lot more album reviews coming up, okay? It's been a very busy weekend, so bear with me. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Fine girl from New York City. I don't mind.